Google I/O is full of awesome demos this year showcasing Google's latest and greatest software, including cars with Google built in, like this one, the Volvo EX60. Now, while Android Auto works by connecting with your Android phone, cars with Google built in have Google built right in to the car itself. Let's check out this screen here. We are looking at the upcoming version of YouTube Music, which feels more intuitive and purposely designed for the car interface. It looks great and it brings more of YouTube Music's mobile features to the dashboard, optimized for the in-car experience. Another update that I'm really looking forward to is Immersive Navigation in Google Maps. It's designed to make every drive clearer and more intuitive. We're going to be seeing 3D renderings of buildings and landmarks and highlights of critical road details like lanes and traffic lights. It all adds up to an accurate spatial understanding of your surroundings, which is really helpful when you're on the road. Gemini is getting even better in cars with Google built in. The Android team has worked closely with automakers to roll it out and integrate deeply with the vehicle's hardware. So, for example, you can just ask Gemini to adjust settings that are specific to the car that you're in. I can just ask things like, "Hey Google, it's kind of bright in here. Can we change the sunroof to be shaded?"
Of course. I'm shading the sunroof for you now.
And there it is, sunroof is shaded. Now, Gemini understands what I mean and quickly helps me with what I need because it's integrated into the car. I can also ask things about the car without needing to hunt through the manual, like, "Hey Google, how should I prepare this car for an automatic car wash?"
Before you head in, make sure all your windows and the sunroof are tightly closed, and tuck in your side mirrors if they don't fold automatically. Once you're inside, just shift into neutral and keep your foot off the brake.
But I/O is especially fun because we get to play with things that aren't released yet. So let's look at the future of Gemini in the car, which will use your car's cameras to help answer questions about your drive. In this case, that will be a demo that we're sitting here because we're at the I/O lot. We've got a big screen in front of us, but we can still try it out. So let's ask, "Hey Google, what does this sign mean?"
That is a Japanese no thoroughfare sign, which means that the area beyond it is closed to both vehicles and pedestrians.
Because Gemini can process visual information coming from the car's cameras, you can ask Gemini about what you see. It is really impressive. Here's another cool one. "Hey Google, what is that tall building out front? And is there anything we can do there?"
That tall pyramid-shaped building is the Trans-America Pyramid. It's mostly office space, so there isn't much to do inside, but there is a nice redwood park at its base where you can take a break. Would you like me to navigate you to a spot nearby where you can get a better look?
Notice how Gemini isn't just answering one question. It's able to grab information from the car's cameras and from Google's knowledge base to answer a question about something that the car has already passed. Privacy is at the forefront of this feature. It is enabled only with your permission and faces are blurred to keep things safe. And let's just do one last one. "Hey Google, what did that sign say on the right?"
Based on the images, the sign indicates that you should expect delays on May 16th, May 17th, and May 19th.
There is so much more that Google built-in can do in the car, and it's getting smarter every day, so stay tuned. That's a radio pun. I'm not sorry. I'm off to check out more demos.